Equalize, maybe? Yes, there we go. Oh my god. Hate Windows. Blocking Streamlabs. I've been using Streamlabs for the last eon. Okay. Yes. Chat is working. Cool. Of course, nothing else works. Yes, I'm aware because it doesn't want to connect to the Chrome tab now. There it goes. Holy hell. So rude. Okay. I don't want it doing this, so it's now connecting to the wrong Chrome tab because I can't. I don't want it connecting to that too. I don't want it. Oh my god. I love when it updates. Right? How many times can I fight with it to get it to go to the right window? Right? Glad I wasn't on something with like a password or something. Jesus. Ugh. Okay, cool. Um, so we were going to do the emote, and we can either go find an emote builder, um, and like Canva and a couple others have them, and that might be the easier route, or we can absolutely do this as the most scuffed way possible. Uh-huh. So those are your two options: is make them ourselves or go use like someone who's got like a template system. Hmm. Right. Yeah. But as right. Well, so I was like half tempted to go look at the builders to see what they have. Um, like the uh the ones that have kind of like templates, so we can even get ideas of what we want for our emotes. Um, and if we like something that we have in the builders, then we can use those for our basic free ones. And then we can save like the ones that the graphic designers does for like the the subscriber tier one. So that is an option. So and yeah, like I said, Canva has one. Um, there's don't want to use their generator. Uh, Woo! In a row. Um, I don't want to use their AI generator. I'm trying to see what they have going on here. What, what are we doing here? I don't want the magic design thing. Fuck that. It's everywhere with them. That's my problem. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, well, that bullshit I could do in like the type forms we could legitimately do in Krita. I'm gonna be honest. Bullshit. Or just have one that says fuck. Yes, yes. No, because we have two chickens being done off of us. Um, so look so fucking grumpy. Has very little patience for shit. So, okay, so this is kind of things that they're like doing, and I like, okay, that's cool, but probably, yeah, Krita. Cricut, Cricut is the fabric uh, lettering machine, which I think I have one somewhere. Oh, Oh, I know we would have gotten ours. It would have been my mom. Cabinet. I wish it was just a cabinet. The word? Yeah. Okay. So first things first, pull up Critta. That is very much a spam message. Mm, Promoting a viewership boosting third release. Bam. Okay, that is done. Jeez, the amount of people that we ban. Okay, so we go to a new image and it's at 112 pixels by 112 pixels and no more than 1 megabit. Pixel size is 32 bits. Single paint layer will use 49 kilobits of RAM. Okay. Um, I have no clue how big this thing is. Oh, okay. Oh shit. There's a 40 pixel brush. Alright, so work with a 10 for now. Oh shit. Maybe smaller. We'll go with a 5. For now. Text. Just do that for now. Um, you're wanting party as the word? Oof, okay. What does this look like from way up here? Okay, not as bad from out here. Which is the size that we'd actually be looking at it. Um, so the question would be, Um, because I can always go get another fucking text print if we want. But the way yeah. Um, like I said, I can always go get a different uh text style. Um, I can also just freehand it and see how it goes, but like you want me to go get that um a couple um um every once in a while. Mostly I have them just off to my side and I'm listening to them while I do something else. Um, so 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 interactive, right? Yeah. So when I've seen them, they've been like this small. They're like usually this small on my screen. I don't know how small. Oh, that's. Let me see if I can. Okay. So on my screen, what you're seeing on your screen is about how small they are on my screen usually, and I don't know that that's really well legible. So, mm, what is that? What? Oh, you just paid for a bit? Shit, you used a bit? Those usually cost money. Channel points are different from bits. That's why I was so confused. Oh shit, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it has 4,000 fucking watch channel points. Um, okay, okay. So that's the best I can do to get it bigger. Um, get it within the bounds of our square. Like the other option is to go with a bigger square, and because technically we can go with a 112 by 112 up to a 4096 by 4096 pixel. Um, it's just the bigger canvas space you give yourself, the lower resolution you have um, over um, per inch. But I mean, my argument with that would be like if if it's gonna resize it down into the space, we could do it that way, and that would give us a little bit more headroom to like actually make this look nice. So I think that's how I do it. So new. Um, so this should work better. No. And this will allow us to actually size things properly. Um, um, this is using text colors from the Rainbow Sherbet um, icon. That's all it's using right now. We can always change that to a different color if you want. Yeah. Um, so here's that part. Um, here's that. Grab this. You want me to twist it, tilt it, but um, um, forgot how to do this, where you can like do the arching and everything of it, so you can like squiggle it. Um, now it's centered. I don't know what it did. when it does these things, and I'm like, what the hell did you just do? Sorry, I'm like reading these different cool things. Like, I'm like perspective and warp and cage and liquefy and mesh, and I have no clue what any of these mean. Cannot do this to an empty layer. Okay, cool. Did you do that? No. Rude. Okay, so those tools are not useful for what we want to do. This is the transform layer selection. That's why I was like, last time I checked, this was the tool that I needed for being able to onto the black convert layer. Second. And then using that, to yeah. So if I do this, then you can like mess with the way it floats, I guess is the best way to put it. Sorry, I had to remember how to do all this. Which, and so this is what happens when we leave me with stuff. Um, but yeah, so that's how you can fuck with the way everything's set. Um, and now when we go to left off of that, your word is now a wiggly. Um, obviously it needs some a little effort, but like it's like there. It needs it needs something more than just that. But it's like, okay. At least I figured out how to do that. Um, whether or not that's what we want to go with is a whole nother thing. Um, so the question would be, what do we want to keep this? Do we want to edit it some more? Um, and or do we want to do um I think it's the white background, to be honest. Um, but I don't know what else to give it, if that makes sense. So I don't know what else to give it around it because right now we are at 656 kilobits. And we get 1024. Um, I don't know color theory. um, so yeah, it's like uh, more purple than magenta. Okay. Uh, so let me click this. The direct opposite is going to be somewhere in green. This like yellow green space by the looks of it. If I cut right across the wheel on here, because it's, I assume how it works is you draw a direct line across. So, fuck it. There we go. Ah, hell. Wrong button. Oh, cancel. There. Oof. It's Barney. Oh, okay. Dude, I think Barney's still around. It's a problem. Right. Um, I'll see, convert. Okay, because I converted that to um, a paint layer in order to be able to fuck with it, to make it wavy. I would have to delete it and then make a new text, um, and then mess with it from there. So what I'm gonna do is just make it invisible. We'll do a new one. So this is party text 1. And then whatever we don't keep, we'll just delete out, to be honest. Mm, and then need a new vector layer to be able to do a text. Do this. Me. Um, you can start here and mess with it from there. And then probably a bold or something to make it easier to see. Okay, that's what I have right now. And then we can change the text from there. And like I said, I can go download a new text if that's what's necessary. I'm not, if I want it handwritten, I just paint it in. But instead of type, it's closer to being handwritten. Yeah, sort of. I don't know if I would prefer something a little bit more blocky, I guess is the best way to put it. Because my thing is that once it's a good distance away where it's like actually uh, where it's actually the size it's supposed to be, which is probably about there, um, you can't read it at all. So I've got there's definitely a bunch that I have to work on. I don't know if that's just size. Let me try this. Oof. Okay, no. Yeah, the 20, and I'll just size it. Okay. Ah, yeah. Report it. Viewership tampering. Promoting a third party AI viewer. Yep, done. Second one today. Okay, cool. Right. Oh shit. Right. Discord. I forgot about that. Dirt, dirt. The Discord that we just opened. The Discord we opened up, like, legitimately yesterday. Okay. And then you actually had something to land on and do. Yeah. So what there is like an area to talk, to say hi, when you come in and stuff. There's something for if you want to ask about accessibility stuff. Um, there's which has links directly to like the federal ADA stuff as well as Nebraska's ADA materials. Um, and then we also have a community feedback forum, stuff like that. Also, if you want to talk about what events you want to go to and stuff, there's a thing for that. So, um, that that's all there. So if people just want to join in on that, there is a link to the Twitch channel page as well as our Facebook. No, our Facebook doesn't have it on there because that requires me going through the process of adding links through Facebook stuff and it being a little twat. Um, as Meta likes to be. Um, and then um, but the link is on Twitch, our website, and YouTube, and you can just come land in here and say hello, uh, and uh, give us feedback or whatever you want to do. So, however, if you spam bot us, we will just block you. Um, fair warning, just like we do on the Twitch channel. Just take the time to remove it sometimes. Okay. Back to, can I do this without absolutely fucking it up? Okay. So how do we feel about it being across like this so that it actually fits in? Um, Judo, you like, did I kill my Twitch? Or no, didn't kill that. Uh, JJ just went quiet on me. I see how it is. I'm being ignored. Yep. Okay. So, how do we want to like mess with this word? Do we like where it is, and then I just derp with um the position or the curvature and stuff. What? Oh, JoJo's just having technical difficulties. I'm not being ignored. Cool. Okay. Awesome. I guess we're gonna just do this without her. Or she could just be in the comments giving me shit. Um, that's always the acceptable way of dealing with this. Return this. Hello. Study. Hmm. Still calling this Barney print. Um, and convert to paintware. I can wrap that in. That. Hey, sorry, I'm trying to remember how I did it. So, mm, there it is. There. Okay. So I've divided in 25 pieces. Um, so the question now becomes, do we want to mess with how it's curved or anything? Or nah? Because with this, I can grab pretty much any of these corners of these square sections and just drag it wherever the fuck. So if I do this, it like Let's gonna get ah, all kinds of fun little shapes. There you are. You want it? This looks like the start of a really bad acid trip. God, this is so weird to see all this, and it's like all I wanted to do was curve my shit, not turn it into a fucking. I'm most likely missing like a fucking thing. Um, a little bit better, but like only so much. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I think no. This is this is driving me up a wall. I'm like, I would rather use the tool, like a fucking tool, rather than do this ourselves at this point because I am obviously missing something or not remembering how something works. So yeah, I think tool works better, but I don't want a fucking Canva, whatever the fuck the shit was doing. Because I would like something kind of in the general feel, but it be the words and stuff that we kind of have. Um, so I guess which type form? There we go. That gives us mostly word ones. We're gonna still get emotes. Of course, we're gonna still get the fucking people's heads and shit. Oh my god, my phone is so extra. Why did that get me so much more than why is it only giving me 31 out of those fucking 72 templates? See all. Oh, rude. No, still not giving me what I want. No cookies for you. So, okay. I love how it's just like, yeah, we don't want to give you what we want to give you. I do this logged in. Okay. Um, oh, cool. We have shapes. So I guess the question is, do we want to use a shape on our stuff or not? Your lives there? Yeah. And of course, this is the website that our freaking chat is in the way of like being able to see shit. All right, so let me move that real quick on Streamlabs so you can actually see some shit. Um, there, that works better. Yes. Um, like as an actual like, I guess I don't know that that would be something that I know how to put together. I guess is the mm, okay. So a text that says And a text box. Okay. Um, I guess the question would be what you want it as it's sitting now. I guess one, let me increase the size of that so you can actually see it. Um, do you, as it's written, that good or okay? Now we just have to find a script for it. You just tell me when you see one that you like. What? Okay. Okay. I legitimately do not have like a textile preference, I guess. I just choose whatever feels like it and go with it. So, um, something from Adobe, so God only knows. Oh, that is a, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Right. Is the this one or one of the other ones? Yeah. Um, some of these I would like to see, but it's like, oh, you have to go through a pro, and I don't want to commit to a subscription when we may or may not even use their stuff ever again. What the fuck? This one? And then, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is finding what we want to have as um our words for it. I can't read that. Yeah. Um, and figure out what we want to do with it. That's funny. This looks like they're all wearing like platform boots and froze. This is entertaining to me. Right. Uh, yeah, I think the biggest thing is one, find what um there's your swirls. Yeah. Um, first find what we want to even have word wise for our emotes, and then um, from there we'll figure out uh, what style of words we want to have. Um, this is signed up through the Global Ruckus Google, so um, you'll be able to get into it, and then we can just um, uh, sit here and fuck with this and throw shit at each other, I guess. And then we'll come back to it because right now that is script um, of some sort. I don't think it's an actual script. There's this one for your loopies. There's this one. But yeah, I would give us some time to like um figure out what we want to do for it. Because I'm just looking at all this and going, why does this look like they stole someone's fucking actual frickin' signature on some of these? Do I need to be worried? And then yeah, just throw ideas at each other for the next week, and we'll come back to this. No, I don't mind this one, but it's Tron-like. Mm. Mm. It's not exactly, but yeah. No, I get what you're getting at, but like, we wouldn't be anywhere close to it, but it's the vibe, and I'm not sure that that's the vibe I want to go for. Okay. Uh-huh. Um, well, so I figured that we meet at 10, get inside, um, which, by the way, we're going to the farmer's market on Sunday. Um, just FYI. Not unless you want to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, dope. Um, so we won't stream on Monday. Um, and we'll just take a break. Um, and then meet at 10 a.m. Get inside and then try and get it to go live. If it goes live, great, and it works, and we're not. If people can hear us fine and everything, great. If they can't hear us or like there's just too much going on, or it won't connect, then we won't stream on Sunday, and then we'll stream on Monday instead. But um, but if it's legitimately like one of those things of like I would like to get inside before we try to start streaming and stuff. Um, okay, yeah. So okay, cool. But I want to at least get us like settled and everything and set up before we go live. So it'll probably be like 10:30, 11 o'clock before we actually go live. Mm, probably 10:30, to be honest. Um, because I mean it's just a little tiny microphone that plugs in to my phone. Um, and then I'll just have to make sure like the Twitch account is properly connected to my phone instead of my uh observer account. Um, we'll just see how well it goes. Um, and then we can make any adjustments from there as to what we need to do for future IRL stuff. Um, the other thing is that every month during the summer until what? It's like October, I think. Um, yeah. Um, the Benson neighborhood has what's called Benson First Fridays, and it's the first Friday of every month during the summer. They host like a little festival situation going on. That they open up uh, bar areas and stages and everything in the area for local art musicians to play, and uh, obviously the musicians have to like go through a vetting process to be able to play and whatever. Um, but um, then there's local artists are up in the galleries. Again, there's um, a process for getting your artwork up in the galleries. And then they also have like shopping areas and everything for like local small businesses, local crafters and everything that have their um own booths. Yeah, their tables. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Okay. Yeah. Kind of sad to see the Omaha art festival not be a thing this year. That is such a loss for the community. Um, yeah. Um, but yeah, so we'll probably, if you're coming out to the Exarban um farmers market this Sunday, you'll probably see us. Um, and then if that goes well, then we'll probably be out on the 5th of June for Benson's first Friday for June, up at the Benson area. And you're always welcome to come say hello. Like, give us a shout. Um, and come be dorks. Support the local businesses. Hey, hey, yeah, we'll be at the farmers market this weekend. The one in Exarban on Sunday. There's three different ones in our area that are like part of a coalition. So it's the one in Exarban on Sundays. Old Market is on Saturdays. And there's one other one. Is it the Benson one? Yeah. There's that third one. Yeah. Oh, it's the holiday market. My bad. That's the third one. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so my bad. So yeah, yeah, um, yeah. So this will be the first time that we'll be going out as uh Global Ruckus. JoJo usually goes to the farmers market. Um um and then I am hit and miss on whether or not I will go to one. Um Usually it's because someone else, yeah, yeah. Because the last 6 years I've been dealing with bullshit. Um, and so, right, right, yeah, that's exhausting. But yes, I do yard work. That has been something that has been an improvement. Um, but yeah, so, um, but I will be out this weekend. So we'll see how well it goes and how well I do handle sunlight exposure for an extended period again. Because, nah, I got a hoodie. It's a linen hoodie. Before you get like, it's a linen hoodie. It's it's the shade. It's it's light exposure. Um, yeah, well, the place doesn't even open until 9 a.m. So, and it closes at 1. This is peak sunlight exposure anyway, so it's not the heat. It's legitimately just the light exposure. So long as I have like shade over like face and most skin coverage, I will be fine. It's not the heat itself. It, no. It is UV exposure. So it's like making sure I have sunscreen on and blah blah blah. No, no, it is legitimately like one of my meds makes me even more susceptible to UV exposure. It's essentially what happens, and so it makes me nauseous and blah blah blah. Ugh. Vertical, like, oh yeah. It's not even my migraines. It's literally one of my medications. Just like makes the sun hate me. Um, yeah. No. It's one of those things of like, it will just. So yeah, we'll just be out there, and if people want to come say hello, awesome. We'll we're definitely willing to just derp around with people. Not only just like, oh, right, of different. Why? So long as you don't make me sit there and listen to like frickin' Disney for 12 hours straight in a frickin' car. Someone has done that to me. So, like, don't get me wrong. It's like I get show tunes and I get Disney music. I cannot stand it for extended periods like that. It's like it makes sense for the movie or whatever show, but like, no, outside of that, I'm like, I want to scream. Radio, sitting here going, yeah, I mean, like, that's like Hillary Duff, fucking all that. Right? So, like, that isn't what I'm getting at. It's like legitimately the movie Disney stuff. It's like when I got, well, Beep. It's like Beep's like the radio Disney, and then I'm like, no, the radio Disney is fine. It's the Frozen soundtrack, and yeah, you just put that on the air. I'm It's fine in the context of the film, and I feel like it meets the vibe of the film. Um, Um, Mine is like if I have to listen to like a Disney film track, it will be Fantasia, and you cannot change me on that. It is the only one. There are sick gremlins out there that have never seen Fantasia, so yes. It's actually uh, for the moderns. Yeah. I don't want like okay. Are you trying to make sense out of fucking magical people? Come on. Unedited. um, but no, I got stuck in a car with someone who blasted nothing but like Disney film tracks for 14 hours. just like never again. um, but no, it's like right now I've got music from um Nervo and as always. Like when don't I? um, see some new music that I've added recently is from is called Run Rabbit from Molly Elizabeth. Yeah, she's a smaller artist. She just no, actually, I don't think so. She's just something that I happen to like run into on Instagram. And I was like, oh, I like this. As like where most of my shit. Oh, by the way, you know the early 2000s and like 2010s are coming back because Sean Paul dropped new music, and so did Tevlo. And it's like, um, but like, right? Yeah, it's something. He dropped. Yeah, Sean Paul dropped something 9 days ago. Magnificent, always. Hmm. Hmm. Um, I think uh oh, like the XX got back together with Coachella, so and they're looking at potentially releasing new shit. Um, I mean, they haven't been doing stuff together um as a group for the last 8 years. So that is going on. Let's see. Kaisa dropped new stuff. She's always dropping new stuff, but it's always good. The Chainsmokers dropped new stuff. And it's really good, actually. Cascade dropped stuff. Uh, Rehab. Um, Adam Lambert dropped something new. Um, uh, The Tale Untold dropped something new. That's a local band. Support them. Yes. Um, Kygo is dropping new stuff. MIA dropped new stuff. Um, oh, LaRue dropped new stuff. Right? Mm-hmm. But like that one, I was like, holy fuck. Like when I got that notification from YouTube that like, oh, LaRue's gonna drop something new. I was like, the fuck you mean they're gonna drop something new, you bitches? Right? Um, so like, yeah, um, All American Rejects dropped some stuff 4 weeks ago. Yep. Um, uh, whatever. Um, uh, Rita Ora dropped stuff with Zerb and Robin and Iconopop. Iconopop dropped new stuff. Cruella dropped new stuff. Um, and Bishop Briggs also dropped some new stuff. So, Against the Current dropped some new stuff. Ew, that is not. Oh, Muse is also dropping some new stuff. Hmm. Um, Lady Gaga dropped something with Doechii. So if you somehow missed that, um, Shabuzi dropped something new. Um, yep. So yeah, there's definitely stuff that's like, oh, go go have fun. But yeah, Instagram, even Facebook has been dropping new music for me to go explore. Um, Through Facebook, yeah, but uh, um, Facebook is the one. Facebook Reels is how I landed on an artist called Apathy Kea. And I probably butchered that. It's APHTY, and then the last name is KHEA, and the E has an accent over it. Um, but her music's um in English and Greek, so so uh, um uh oh, Dogstar also dropped some new music. Um, Harry Styles also dropped something new. um, Tiffany Young dropped something new. I actually really like that one. Tiffany Young. Um, yeah, but her new music video was "Summer's Not Over," so should so um that is an option as well. But yeah, so that is all new stuff that's been in the last like month or so, and it's been fun to listen to and all over the place. And maybe. Right? It's always fun to see like how easy it is to like, well, not so easy, but like how well it transitions from pop into punk if you give it a little bit more effort towards a different musicality, I guess. Just a slight arrangement difference. Um, um, but I feel like good writing, lyrically, um, is one that can be transitioned to different styles. And if it can't be transition styled, if it can only fit in one style, that is lyrics that maybe don't stand up very well. Um, when it comes to something like pop, if it can only work as a pop song, because it's like the same thing doesn't happen with rap. I feel like there are some songs that only work as a rap song because it's the only genre that can give it the proper nuance of like how it's supposed to be said. Um, because I can't play it on the string, so give me a like the comment that shows up for me is, bro, the fact that Gen Alpha is stuck in Feliz Navidad mode has me dying. No context whatsoever. That's the only context I have for this because I can't listen to it because I've got the stream. Um, unless I mute my side and listen to it, but like I'll just listen to it all. That's hilarious. Um, for anyone wondering, it's the YouTube video is called the Gen Alpha Melody, and it's by user Carl E. Martin. Um, so so that's that's really funny. So thank you for that laugh. 'Cause that's hilarious. So okay. With that being said, what else is happening this? Because yeah, yeah. Give me a second. Let's see. This will be the 23rd. It's, so this, yeah, but this weekend will be the 23rd. Say, next weekend is Taste of Omaha. So that's the 29th through the 31st. It's also Elkhorn Days from the 28th through the 31st. So that's both happening. Jesus. Okay. Why does that not surprise me? A lot of milk, but damn. Mm-hmm. Um, is that what they're talking about? Okay. I was like, the fuck? um, it's a Ferris wheel, but with more screaming and bone fractures. If they still have it, I'm going to scream and then I'm going to call my dad really bad. Shitty Honda with a broken axle. Okay. For like 7 minutes, if you don't poo or puke or emerge bleeding, they actually give you the fuck. So you can do it again and see if it happens. Like, how many times can you go through this before you just? No, I've never been to Elkhorn Days. Okay, so after that is Santa Luca Italian Festival, June 4th through the 7th. That means in Italy. So 10th and William. Yeah. Um, there's Summerfest at River's Edge on June 5th. Jesus. Okay. Global Sounds Music Festival on June 6th. I wonder what's going on at that one. I'm interested. Oh, this one is only for creators. Okay. I'll look it up. Let's see. So this one's free to go to, which is always good. Um, they're bringing in McCarthy Trenching. I don't know who that is. Omaha Street Protection. Always a good show. Um, um, Ozone Creations, Hector Condo Band, the Sergio Mendes Band. That's every city. I'm sorry, but it really is. Um, yeah, so okay. So that's what that's going on. And that one is at the Upland Park. It's 3104 Jefferson Street. So that's 31st and Jefferson, I believe. Um, and then we're looking at Summerfest at River's Edge, which is technically in Council Bluffs. Um, this is supposed to be what? Can I get the most up to date? Jesus. Okay, another free one. It's from 6 to 10 o'clock. Um, at the Tom Hannafans River's Edge Park, which is the park that's on the other side of the walking bridge. Um, yeah, yeah. gonna be honest, this looks like it might be the 4-H. Because they're talking about like a drone show and then like a foam party and then a live art area and baseball, football, soccer, yard games. Uh, the Kiewit Luminarium is bringing a mobile exhibit. Yeah, this sounds kind of like yeah, it sounds like it will be fun. But yeah, it does look more like the 4-H style rather than the music festival. So, you're like, who can get me to freaking Omaha in the next 2 weeks? Um, Jesus, that same weekend you have the Omaha Potter Fair too at the Bellevue and Pumpkin Ranch. The 6th and 7th. So at the same time you have all this stuff going on the 5th, you have 5th, 6th, and 7th. You have the Summerfest, you have Benson First Friday, you have Global Sounds Music Festival, and then you have the Omaha's Potter Fair. Like, that is a very busy weekend. Um, Omaha Art Fair, June 12th through the 14th. Uh, guess where I will be. um, you have Papillion Days, June 17th through the 21st. You have the Juneteenth Joy Fest on June 20th. You have Freedom Fest, whatever that is, on June 27th. You have the Water Lantern Festival on June 27th. Corn Fest is dates to be determined. Um, you have a Watermelon Fest on July 10th through the 26th. Beach Boys like they're really making me pick and choose which flavor of Comrade I want to dog it up with all summer. This feels unfair, but logistically and strategically sound. Heartland Pride Parade and Festival, July 17th through the 18th. Gretna Days is July 22nd through the 26th. The Blues Fest is July 31st through August 2nd. And Maha Festival is August 8th. Who's even at Maha this year? Um, one general admission is $89. So, oh, Wet Leg, Bright Eyes, Killer Mike, Lon Shell Whitney, David Nansen, Mode Sound, Carver Jones, See, Nebraska has a corn fest, watermelon fest, art fairs, and music fest all in one little area. You could just be at them all. Let's see. Yeah, but I like their music, so and it's good to see a UK band come here. So that's why your ticket is $89 right there. Because they're having to fly someone in from the UK. Um, that should be expensive. Yeah. Let's see, Sunflower Festival in August 14th through September 7th. Um, we got the Nebraska Balloon and Wine Festival, August 15th through the 16th. Polish Fest is August 16th. Greek Festival is August 20th through the 23rd. You got the Pirate Festival, August 22nd through the 23rd. Dundee Day is August 22nd. Millard Days is August 26th through the 30th. And Ralston Days is September 4th through the 7th. Oh, Maze Bellevue's festival thing isn't on here. Oh, and the Omaha Potter Fair is in fact the Harry Potter Fair, so meh, that's that's less enjoyable. Um, right, there it is. Bellevue Rocks is happening on June 4th through the 7th as well. Um, so let's see. Little Italy is on 30th and William. Um, that is like what, maybe an hour's walk from downtown. Um, yeah, or sorry, not 30th, 10th. I can't read. I don't have my glasses right now. I have to go in. Uh, sorry. I can only zoom in before it just blurs even worse. Um, um, because, you know, um, so you could legitimately go to that little Italy on the Santa Luca Italian Festival on the 5th, go to Summerfest the same fucking day, and then go to yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, no, someone in the comments for this clarified that it is the Potter Fair is Harry Potter, not Throne Pottery. So it is legitimately that thing. Um, so fuck that. Um, but yeah, this is all within like the greater Omaha metro area. Um, um, Someone's like, the Good Life Records is throwing the Good Life Festival on August 1st. Bennington Days. Yeah. Uh, Bennington Days is June 5th through June 7th. With the street dance on Saturday night. Yeah. Dead Wife. The Good Wife. The Good Life Festival. Oh my God. I know I have like issues with speech, but Jesus Christ. Um, I guess there's also a swing dance festival. September 11th through the 13th. May 29th through the 30th is La Vista Days. I was thinking Doug Duo, but okay. Yes, yes, there is a swing. Jesus fuck. What is a Dead Wife Festival going to consist of? I'm invested in this rabbit hole. I'm just dressing up spooky in my old wedding dress. I don't know, that could be fun. Being a man in fire. So that's, but uh, uh, instead of being all Mallory about it. I'm like fighting with my stuff right now. Um, because God forbid this thing like stay consistent. Um, but yeah. No, there's plenty of stuff going on. This doesn't. Yeah, there's still a bunch going on. A bunch of these are free to go to as well. So um, like obviously the cost of going there, transportation is like the worst part, but at least you're not having to pay uh, a gate ticket onto it as well. Um, so definitely if you get the chance to go, but don't don't be sorry for like coming in and being chaos ball. Um, we were definitely, yeah, yeah. So yeah, uh, yeah. Oh, I would hope not with all the meds that they gave me for specifically migraines. But yeah, because I have like four of them now. Uh, yeah, no shit. I have one to deal with the nausea that comes from the migraines, and then so I don't puke out pills for my migraines. I have one for dealing with like trying to reduce the chance of migraines happening, and then I have two interrupters. So if one doesn't work, I'm supposed to try the other one. Like, and if none of that works and I still end up like puking my guts out because that does happen from migraines, then it's ER time because everything else has failed. So, but they legitimately gave me a anti-nausea medication specifically so that they could shove the other medications down me. So, fun times. This does not include this is yeah, this does not include the other like pain medications and muscle relaxers and all the other bullshit that they have. I have a small pharmacy. Yeah, we had to argue with the insurance company because now I have two interrupters instead of just the one, and they were like, "Why do you need the second one? Shouldn't the other one be working?" And they're like, "Look at this and tell me that it's working by itself." Um, but yeah, no, the amount of bullshit you have to go through with insurance for migraine medications is absolutely ridiculous. So congrats on getting yours because it shouldn't be that difficult. They're they're thinking that, oh, just, oh, yeah, mine is that it's like legit. It wasn't even a tolerance thing. It was just some of them get so bad that the other one doesn't, I guess, work fast enough, and the other one doesn't work long enough. Um, so they have to work together to kind of get the system back under control. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's always fun dealing with like medication allergies. It's like, oh, you're allergic to penicillin, so you can't have penicillin derivatives either. So when you need an antibiotic, it has to be specific types of antibiotics. Um, they don't want to give you those antibiotics, they want to give you penicillin. And I am legitimately allergic to penicillin because they gave me too much penicillin as a child. And now my body rejects it aggressively. Because I guess that's apparently a thing. Uh, um, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, fuck you too on that. Yeah, it's always fun. And we're just like, fucking hell. And there are times where, like, even though my body is like rejecting penicillin, that like an infection will be bad enough, like a sinus infection or something will be bad enough that we don't have a choice but to give me penicillin. In which case, they just also give me a shit ton of antihistamines to go with it and like fucking uh, anti vomit stuff and hope for the best. It's wonderful. It's like, the other antibiotics aren't strong enough. I'm like, you assholes. What do you mean it's not strong enough? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's gross. I will be happy that my brothers do not have to go through the same damn thing. Um, Yeah, my allergy comes from an overload of the system because I legitimately had an ear infection when I was a kid. Um, and it would not go away, and they kept on stuffing me full of penicillin until my body started like violently rejecting it. Um, so yeah. And I think we're like not worst case scenarios with modern medicine, right? Um, don't get a dude doctor. Um, that's like, and that'll give you like a 50-50 chance, maybe. Um, I don't know. It kind of depends on like your medical history, I guess, and how much they have access to it. Um, because in my situation, uh, there's like I've been going to the same primary care doctor since I was 12. Um, and so that has had me in the UNMC system for uh, 24 years now, almost 24 years now. Um, and so there's a lot more documentation with my stuff with them that they can go through. And so there's big bold letters with some shit, and like the system screams at them very ugly if they try to do something that's against like what's in the system. Um, and it's very hard to override that screaming system. So there's that fun. Um, Not everyone gets that lucky, obviously, because there's insurance involved. Mine involves a court order, so that kind of is a massive fuck you to the insurance companies. Um, uh, and that has just kind of followed me into like adulthood. Um, so I don't know. Usually, like doctors are always iffy as to how seriously they're gonna take something. Uh, in the American health system, uh, I've been damned blessed that mine have been a little bit more serious, especially as an adult than they were as when I was a child. Um, because until that time in which my care was taken in with court intervention, definitely did not have some stuff taken nearly as seriously as it should have been. And that's why we found out like later in life. When did your jaw get broken? I don't know. Happens. Okay. Um, and then we find out it's been broken for over a decade. And pushing like two two decades. So that that's one of those things. Uh, um, It's just one of those things of like it it really is such a crapshoot. So so I don't know. But we are now in to the point where I need to be going to make dinner. Well, yeah, because my little brother, yeah, yeah. It really is whether, yeah, you have fun as well. We'll catch you on Sunday if you happen to catch us. It'll be Sunday morning, early afternoon, um, kind of situation. Uh, and then and then otherwise it'll be next Friday. Catch everyone later. Bye.